My name is Salam Yamout. I am the National ICT Strategy Coordinator at the Presidency of the Council of Ministers of Lebanon. I am a computer engineer in the origin, and I volunteer in many NGOs such as the Women in IT organization and the MIC Enterprise Forum for the Pan-Arab region, the organizer of the annual MIC Businessman competition. Who is an entrepreneur? Unlike what people may think, that an entrepreneur is driven only to make money and wants to make money. Actually, the entrepreneur wants to change the world. The entrepreneur is bothered by a problem in the society he lives in, or a problem that he wants to solve or she wants to solve. And that drive to solve the problem is so great that the entrepreneur will go through many pains and a long road in order to solve that problem. Money will come later. Money will come as a result for sustainability purposes and also as a prize for victory. So who is that entrepreneur? That driven person is many times a leader within his group or her group or society. He or she dares to be different, does not necessarily do what other people do, is very stubborn, has their own ideas, is willing to pursue his own ideas, and is a dreamer. Most importantly, the entrepreneur is a team player. Is somebody who knows how to work with people, is somebody who knows how to communicate with people, because throughout his or her career, he or she will have to speak to a lot of people to convince them to buy the product, convince them to give money, convince them to work with him or her in the company for low wages at the beginning. So it's somebody who is very much a social animal as well. One would think in the MENA region that all women would like to be an entrepreneur. Why? Because in Islam, women entrepreneurship is a tradition and also a right for the Muslim woman. So one would think that naturally all women would become entrepreneurs and would grow businesses. But actually, the numbers are not there. Like all other professions and careers and work, the woman entrepreneur is less visible than others. Nevertheless, in the Gulf countries, in Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi, Qatar, UAE, and Lebanon even, and other countries, one finds many prominent women entrepreneurs. I'm going to cite only two, the Sheikha Lubna of the UAE and Nivin Tahiri of Egypt. So why is it that the woman maybe is not as actively promoting herself as an entrepreneur than others? In a career that seems to be more fitted to her lifestyle, because it allows her more freedom on choosing her hours, more freedom in selecting her customers and the kind of work she does. She will have less work in the workplace, interacting with hostile environment, if any. She would be able to choose her own environment, select her own employees, etc. So, what I have found out from volunteering in Women in IT especially, is that a woman has a very heavy momentum. I want to say like a truck. I know it's not a very nice picture, but I feel like it takes a lot of energy, a lot of convincing, a lot of support to have the woman get started. Once a woman gets started, nothing will move her away from her path, and she has, again, heavy momentum, so she'll keep on rolling, and also very few things will stop her. But unlike men, she will need the support of her mother, of her husband, her kids, her neighbors probably. I mean, she will make sure that she has enough support before she takes on a high risk. And this is probably a feature or a characteristic of the woman entrepreneur that I have learned to know. What do you need to get started? Easy. You need an idea, 2 people, and 3, a plan. So first you have to have an idea, a good idea, not necessarily a good or a bad idea. Here, the idea by itself is worth nothing, because you cannot sell an idea. It's how you make the idea work, or how you translate the idea into a product or service that will make you sustain and go for a long, long time. So don't get hung up on the perfect idea. There is no such a thing as perfect idea, but there is a well thought of idea, and that's why we need number 2 and number 3. Number 2, doesn't matter how great you are, you're not perfect. So you will need to look at people who will complement you, at people who could be your partners, with whom you're going to be spending a lot of time thinking, drawing, trying things, changing them, trying them again. People that don't necessarily have the same skills as you do, or even the same background that you do, but probably people who have the same values and principles that you do. So now that you have an idea and you have a team, you have to have a plan. So you have to start thinking, how am I going to sell this idea? Who is my competition? You have to know your competition. Why is my product better than this other guy's product? What is my market? Where am I going to sell this idea? Is it going to be in my neighborhood? Is it going to be in Lebanon, in Emirates, in the world, you know? Lebanese entrepreneur, how do you start? As we said earlier, you need an idea, people, a plan, and you need support. Where can you find support? In Lebanon, the entrepreneurship ecosystem is very well organized and exists. So you will have people who can train you, people who will offer you mentorship, people who will give you money, competitions for you to try your ideas in, and many other things. For this, just go to the www.entrepreneurslebanon.com, entrepreneurs with an S, lebanon.com, and here you have all the players that you need to support you on your way to become a successful business woman. Will be there for you to assist you. So try it out.